T. Belmont Road where the life bled out. A scene of carnage in the shadow of doubt. Police keys needed for a bag full of steel. Acting so fake but claiming it's real. Disrespect in the air, irony thick. Handcuffed dying, yeah, it makes me sick. Stripey's on the move with a camera in hand, acting like a king in a broken land. Protest, counter-protest, a circus of noise, while the coppers stand watch with their tactical toys. Left eyes and righties, a pathetic display, just fighting for clicks in a miserable way.
He's calling out your mama, looking for a fight, using fear and suspicion to stay in the light. Racial tension cooking, the public order afraid. It's a game of manipulation that's being played. The copper gives a warning, keep the peace, they say, but nobody's listening, they're just in the way.
CP in the frame, the arch rival on deck, causing absolute drama, a total train wreck. He's ranting to the viewers, a monologue of hate, blaming every single soul for his twisted fate. It's a vigil for Henry, but the point's been lost in a petty little war with a human cost. George Floyd mentioned in a cynical breath, judging a life by the manner of death. It's all about the narrative, the side that you pick, and the politics involved just make the heart sick. They're standing in a line, an invisible wall, waiting for the empire to finally fall.
Respect existence or expect the resistance, just a slogan on a sign with zero persistence. The mob mentality, a camera in your face, nobody's finding any shred of grace. The hippies and the patriots, a clash of the blind, leaving nothing but garbage and anger behind.
He's the man in the need, from a blue to form man, pushing for a viral moment, that's the grand plan. Take the need for justice, take the need for the dead, but it's just ego talking inside of his head. The coppers won't bend, they got orders to keep, while the crowd is howling like a herd of sheep.
They talk about the media, the lies they all spin, but he's right in the middle, committing the sin, making it about himself, the star of the show. Nowhere for the truth or the silence to go. It's all for the money, the views and the fame, playing a dirty and dangerous game.
He's calling her a coward, a snake in the grass, while she's trying to hold the floor with some class. The irony's killing me, the pot calling black, while they're stabbing each other right in the back. A vigil for a victim, now a soap opera stage, filling up the history with another blank page.
He wants to sue for slander, go get a check, but he's the one putting the noose on his neck. Always the victim, always the slighted, while the fire of division is carefully ignited. The police are just shadows, they're tired and spent, wondering where all the sanity went.
Groovy baby, the insults fly, teeth and appearances, a miserable lie. It's not about Henry, it's not about pain, it's about who can endure the most ego gain. They're all just performers in a tragedy play, while the memory of the dead fades further away.
Take it or leave it, the camera goes dark. He's left with his ego in a pathetic spark. The street is now empty, the protest is gone, but the cycle of hate just continues to dawn. A waste of a vigil, a waste of the breath, and nobody's closer to life or to death. A mourning road, a tragedy's toll, but these vultures show no heart or soul. They don't care about Henry, the loss of the grief. They're just filming content for some cheap relief. With a gimbal in hand and a fake grave face, they come modifying a sacred space.
It's a grift, it's a hustle, it clicks for cash game. They're building a brand off a dead man's name. No respect for the sorrow, no room for the quiet, just looking for conflict to start up a riot. Monetize trauma, the algorithm's prize. They're selling their outrage to swallow the lies.
They walk in the middle, they claim they're the light, just pushing for drama to win every fight.
The Police are the props in their digital play, providing attention to keep views at bay.
They call it a vigil, they claim that it's true, but the scream's about ego and the size of the cube.
They bicker and posture, they fight for the floor, competing for relevance, wanting some more.
Who's the top patriot? Who's got the clout? They're screaming for silence while shouting it out.
It's a sad, hollow circus, a parasite scene, living their lives through a glowing screen.
They talk about justice, they talk about rights, while hunting for comments and chasing the lights. They turn on their own, it's a fractured display, just another small tyrant demanding their way.
If you aren't with them, you're part of the mess, just another target for their sick obsession with success.
They beg for the donations, they fish for the love, acting like eagles when they're just like the dove.
The irony's bitter, the truth is exposed, just a bunch of loud frauds in their chosen clothes.
When the cameras go off and the battery dies, they'll pack up their cameras and wipe off the lies.
They've got no message, they've got no cause, just craving the dopamine, hunting applause.
They cheapen the moment, they've stained the intent, leaving nothing behind but the time that was spent. A vigil for Henry turned into a trap, just another pathetic, low effort scrap.
They're selling the hate, they're spinning the yarn, standing in front of a digital barn.
They don't want to change, they don't want the truth. They're poisoning minds and they're stealing the youth.
It's a sad little business, a hollow machine, the ugliest thing that I've ever seen.
They claim they're the victims, they claim they're the wall, but they're waiting for others to stumble and fall. Every argument stage, every protest is set, just play in the field for a payout, you bet. No dignity left in the words that they speak, just predatory patterns for the lost and the weak.
They don't see a person, they don't see a soul, they see a statistic that fits in the goal.
Of views and of watch time, of comments and likes, keeping the tension tight like the spikes. It's a hollow existence, a life built on sand, the saddest parade in a broken land.
So gather your change for the screen in your hand, support all these frauds in their self-serving stand.
They'll smile for the viewers and act like they care, while polluting the truth in the stagnant air.
It's not about Henry, it never was there, just a grifter's parade in a world of despair.
Final curtain is falling, the viewers all flee, but these vultures are stuck in their own vanity.
No honor in grifting, no glory in theft, they've gutted the memory of all that was left.
Just a hollowed out echo, a legacy blurred
In the noise of a grifter's last desperate word.
Staring at the screen while Wokia and Emma plays a part, while that non-stripey's filming lacking any fucking heart. He's chasing down the algorithm, hunting for a view, ignoring all the tragedy and all the mourning too. She's fake as hell, that Emma, with a tear inside her eye, while Stripey's just a non to his busy selling lies. They don't give a shit about the man beneath the ground, they just want the cloud and the hollow fucking sound.
Look at Wokia and Emma, yeah, she's acting out the scene, while that non-stripey's focused on the numbers on his screen. He's a desperate little vulture, just a stain upon the street, making bank on misery while he's standing on his feet. She's whispering injustice with a fucking plastic face, while Stripey films a circus in this goddamn holy place. It's a theater of the morbid, just a show for all the vain, turning human wreckage into personal fucking gain.
They talk about a spirit, but Wokia on is trash, and Stripey's just a nonce trying to generate some cash. He's checking on the likes while the air is full of grief. The ultimate parasite, the ultimate fucking thief. They're hijacking the silence, filling it with noise, manipulating crowds like they're playing with their toys. It's a vigil for the ego, just a service for the cloud, shutting every honest fucking conversation out.
The bishop's on a stand and Wokia and Emma's in the frame, while that non-stripey's playing his pathetic little game. He's checking every comment, every single stupid tag, while the dignity of the dead is just a fucking rag. She's selling her fake outrage to the morons in the crowd, while Stripey's just a nonce keeping all the voices loud. They're burning up the candles just to hide the dark intent, wondering where the fuck all of the human decency went.
Another camera angle, Wokia and Emma's in the glow, while Stripey's just a nonce running his pathetic show. He doesn't give a toss about the man who lost his life. life. He's just here to sharpen up the fucking culture knife. She's spreading all the poison, she's playing every part, while Stripey's got no brain and he's got no fucking heart. It's a circus for the mindless, a feast for the crows, and how the cycle spins, Lord, everybody knows.
They're shouting out his name, but Wokey on M is full of shit, while Stripey's just a nonce who is having a total fit. Just to get a subscription, just to climb a little high, they'd step over the casket and never even try to offer any comfort that wasn't for the stream. It's a twisted, sick design, living out a nightmare dream. I'm sick of all the theatrics, the performative trash. They burn the world to ashes if it earned them any cash.
Tuck at the back of the frame, Wokey on Emma's lurking there, while Stripey's just a nonce capturing a hollow prayer that isn't even real, it's just content for the sight. They're feeding off the anger, they're drunk on the spite. They're determined in the future, deciding on the fate of people who are suffering, while they sit and contemplate how to spin a dying man into a profit margin trend, while they pretend to care about a guy they'll never defend.
Speakers are crackling, Wokey on Emma's on the mic, while Stripey's just a nonce filming what the fans will like. It's about the optics, it's about the fucking view. They're trying to possess the soul of someone they never knew, but you can't own the dead, no matter how you try, no matter how many banners. Wokey on Emma, let's fly. It's a hollow point mission, a dead-end street designed to keep the sheep right there in their seat.
Talking about progress, Wokey on Emma's off a rocker, while Stripey's just a nonce, a goddamn status blocker. They're fueling the furnace of a culture war fire, dragging everything down into the mud and the mire. It's pathetic, it's insulting, it's a stain on the name of anyone who died in this goddamn social game. But they don't give a shit, they just want the applause for upholding all the broken, shitty ass laws.
Turning off the screen, I'm cutting the feed on Emma, while that non-Stripey's trapped in his own PR dilemma. This ain't a memorial, this is a fucking crime, a waste of the spirit, a waste of the precious time. They're using his memory to sharpen their own blade, to cut down the bridges that could have been made. It's a cycle of hatred, it's a loop of the vile, and they're doing it all with a practice fake smile.
So keep your candles, Emma, and keep your signs of greed. I'm done with you and that nonsense and the poison that you feed. The world is a sewer, and you're the ones who piss right into the void of this dark, deep abyss. You're nothing but ghosts in a world full of lies, watching the truth as it slowly just dies. You're irrelevant, parasitic, and completely hollow, and I'm not the only one who's refusing to follow.
So take your vigil, Stripey, you nonce, bury it in the sand. With all of the bullshit you spread through the land, there's no light in your gathering, just shadow and gloom.
Staring at the screen where Wokey on Emma starts to preach, while Stripey the grifter is staying just out of reach. He's chasing all the likes and the views on the feed, ignoring all the sorrow, just feeding on his greed. She's crying for the camera, that Wokey on fraud, while Stripey's counting clicks, acting like he's God. They don't give a damn about the ghost in the ground, just two hollow hustlers making noise all around. Look at Wokey on Emma, she's setting up the shot, while Stripey the grifter is looking for what he's got. He doesn't give a shit about the tragedy or pain, he's just selling merchandise and fishing for the gain. She's posturing and posing with a fake ass tear, while Stripey films the drama just to keep us all in fear. It's a theater of the morbid, a stage for the vain, turning human misery into their own personal reign. They talk about his spirit, but Wokey on Emma lies. She's looking at the lens while she wipes her hollow eyes, and Stripey the grifter, he's refreshing every stat, ignoring all the news just to keep the channel fat. They're hijacking the silence, filling it with rot. They don't care about the truth or the misery they bought. It's a vigil for the ego, a service for the clout, shutting every honest fucking conversation out. The bishop's on the stage, but Wokey on Emma's the star, while Stripey's in the background keeping track of where they are. He's checking all the comments, desperate for the view. It's a disgusting little business and they're rotten through and through. She's selling a fake outrage to the idiots in the crowd, while Stripey films the madness, keeping all the voices loud. They're burning up the candles just to hide the dark intent, wondering where the fuck all of the human decency went. Another camera angle, Wokey on Emma's moving in, while Stripey the grifter wears a predatory grin. He doesn't care if someone died, he only wants the coin. He's waiting for the chaos that the losers like to join. She's spreading all the poison, she's playing every part, while Stripey's got no conscience and he's got no fucking heart. It's a circus for the mindless, a feast for the crows, and how the cycle spins, Lord, everybody knows. They're shouting out his name, but Wokey on Emma's fake, while Stripey the grifter's got a soul that he would break just to get a subscription, just to climb
climb a little high. They'd step over the body and never even try to offer any comfort that wasn't for the stream. It's a twisted, sick design, living out a nightmare dream. I'm sick of all the theatrics, the performative trash. They burn the world down if it meant a pile of cash. Look at the back of the frame, wonky eye and is there, while Stripey the grifter captures every single prayer that isn't really real. It's just content for the sight. They're feeding off the anger, they're drunk on the spite. They're determined in the future, deciding on the fate of people who are suffering, while they sit and contemplate how to spin a dying man into a profit margin trend, while they pretend to care about a guy they'll never defend. The speakers are crackling, wonky eye and on the mic, while Stripey's filming everything he thinks the fans will like. It's about the optics, it's about the fucking view. They're trying to possess the soul of someone they never knew, but you can't own the dead, no matter how you try, no matter how many banners wonky eye and let's fly. It's a hollow point mission, a dead-end street, designed to keep the sheep right there in their seat. They're talking about progress, wonky eye and off the rails, while Stripey the grifter tells us predictable tales. They're fueling the furnace of a culture war fire, dragging everything down into the mud and the mire. It's pathetic, it's insulting, it's a stain on the name of anyone who died in this goddamn social game. But they don't give a shit, they just want the applause for upholding all the broken, shitty ass laws. I'm turning off the screen, I'm cutting the feed on Emma. Wow, Stripey the grifter faces a PR dilemma. This ain't a memorial, this is a fucking crime. A waste of the spirit, a waste of the precious time. They're using his memory to sharpen their own blade, to cut down the bridges that could have been made. It's a cycle of hatred, it's a loop of the vile, and they're doing it all with a practiced fake smile. So keep your candles, Emma, and keep your signs of greed. I'm done with you and Stripey and the poison that you feed. The world is a sewer and you're the ones who piss right into the void of this dark, deep abyss. You're nothing but ghosts in a world full of lies, watching the truth as it slowly just dies. You're irrelevant, parasitic, and completely hollow, and I'm not the only one who's refusing to follow. So take your vigil, Stripey, and bury it in the sand. With all of the bullshit you've spread through the land, there's no light in your gathering, just shadow and gloom. Just a bunch of maggots crawling out of the tomb. It's done. It's finished.
Staring at a screen while the candlelight flickers. Bunch of hollow suits and the local power pickers. They gather in a square with a fake gas, solemn face, turning someone's ending into a political race. They're whispering of justice, but they're feeding off the grief. A parasitic spectacle, the ultimate thief. They don't give a damn about the ghost in the ground. They just want the cameras and the hollow ass sound.
Look at them posturing, holding up the signs, reading off the script while they blur all the lines. It's a theater of the morbid, a stage for the vain, turning human tragedy into personal gain. They're crying on command for the clips on the feed, planting seeds of hatred just to satisfy the greed. Ain't a single soul there who's feeling any pain, just a bunch of vultures dancing in the pouring rain.
They talk about a spirit like they ever knew the guy, but every single word is just a pathetic lie. They're hijacking the silence, filling it with noise, manipulating crowds like they're playing with their toys. It's a vigil for the ego, a service for the clout, shutting every honest fucking conversation out. They want you feeling guilty, they want you feeling small, but I see right through the writing on the wall. The bishops at the podium are spewing out the rot, selling redemption for the misery they bought. They pray to empty heavens while they trample on the truth. They're stripping away dignity, the absolute proof that life is just a commodity to trade and to sell, dragged down to the bottom of their corporate hell. They're burning up the candles just to hide the dark intent, wondering where the fuck all the decency went. Another camera angle, another teary pose. Everyone's performing in their Sunday best clothes. They don't want a resolution, they want a state of shock, keeping everyone distracted while they're picking the lock of your common sense, your empathy, your right to even care. Spreading all the poison through the freezing night air. It's a circus for the mindless, a feast for the crows. And how the cycle spins, Lord, everybody knows.
They're shouting out his name like it's a battle cry, but they'd step over his body and never even try to offer any comfort that wasn't for the view. It's a twisted, sick design and it's rotten through and through. I'm sick of all the theatrics, the performative trash. They set the world on fire if it earned them any cash. They're vultures in the daylight, demons in the dark, leaving nothing but the venom and a permanent mark.
Look Forget the faces in the back of the frame. Just empty vessels looking for someone to blame. They're feeding off the chaos, they're drunk on the hate, determining the future and deciding on the fate of people who are suffering, the families in the dirt, while they're busy commodifying all of the hurt. It's a wretched little bonfire, a pathetic display, watching all the humanity just wither away.
The speakers are crackling with buzzwords and spite. They're turning the vigil into a fucking fist fight. It's about the optics, it's about the control. They're trying to possess what's left of the soul, but you can't own the dead, no matter how you try, no matter how many banners you hoist to the sky. It's a hollow point mission, a dead-end street, designed to keep the sheep right there in their seat.
They're talking about progress, they're talking about change, but the shit they're spewing is just deranged. They're fueling the furnace of a culture war fire, dragging everything down into the mud and the mire. It's pathetic, it's insulting, it's a stain on the name of anyone who died in this goddamn game. But they don't give a shit, they just want the applause for upholding all the broken, shitty ass laws.
I'm turning off the screen, I'm cutting the feed. I've seen enough of the damage, I've seen enough greed. This ain't a memorial, this is a fucking crime. A waste of the spirit, a waste of the time. They're using this memory to sharpen the blade, to cut down the bridges that could have been made. It's a cycle of hatred, it's a loop of the vile, and they're doing it all with a practice fake smile.
So keep your candles, keep your signs, and keep your prayers. I'm done with the fakers and the vultures in the squares. The world is a sewer, and you're the ones who piss right into the void of this dark, deep abyss. You're nothing but ghosts in a world full of lies, watching the truth as it slowly just dies. You're irrelevant, parasitic, and completely hollow, and I'm not the only one who's refusing to follow.
So take your vigil and bury it deep in the sand. With all of the bullshit you spread through the land, there's no light in your gathering, just shadow and gloom. Just a bunch of maggots crawling out of the tomb. It's done, it's finished, it's a fucking disgrace. I'm looking for the soul, but I can't find a trace in the eyes of the people who gather to weep while they sell out the world for a fucking sheep heap.
Yeah. Stripey kicking off again, screaming like a fucking trumpet. Emma in the kitchen like Christ, here goes the nonsense. Neighbors hear the chaos and straight up report it. Blue lights at the door, Stripey's back on his bullshit. Stripey slamming cupboards like he's trying to start a riot. Emma's wonky eye twitching like, mate, can you be quiet? Police knock again like we're sick of this diet. Stripey's a nonce, loud, dumb and defiant.
Stripey pacing around the flat like a pissed off gremlin. Emma on the sofa like, here we fucking go again. He shout at the walls till the whole block's trembling. Stripey's a nonce, pure chaos, no ending.
Stripey throwing pans like he's auditioning for nonce wars. Emma muttering Jesus Christ while he kicks at the doors. Cops show up sighing like, we've been here before. Stripey's a nonce, a full-time chore.
Stripey ranting online, screaming into his phone. Emma's in the background like, grow the fuck up, you clone. Neighbors hear the madness and call cops on their own. Stripey's a nonce, loud, lost, overblown.
Stripey shadowboxing there like he's fighting a puppet. Emma's rolling her eyes like, you absolute nonsense. Police at the door again.
Mate, you need to cut it.
Stripey's a nonce, no control, just fuck.
Stripey stomping round the flat like a toddler on crack. Emma's had enough, she's halfway to pack. Cops show up again like, Stripey, we're back. Stripey's a nonce, a full neighborhood attack.
Stripey yelling at reflections like he's beefing with fate. Emma sipping tea like, this man ain't my mate. Neighbors call the cops cause the noise ain't great. Stripey's a nonce, chaos at a constant rate.
Stripey smashing plates like he's trying to make a point. Emma's lighting candles just to cleanse the joint. Police show up tired like, Stripey disappoint. Stripey's a nonce, never on the right point.
Stripey claiming he's a king but he ain't got a throne. Emma's whispering fuck's sake under her breath alone. Cops at the door saying, mate, lower your tone. Stripey's a nonce, a meltdown fully grown.
Stripey shouting nonsense like he's lost in his head. Emma's thinking, why the fuck did I stay instead? Neighbors call again, he's at it, they said. Stripey's a nonce, chaos till he's dead.
Stripey ain't stable, ain't calm, ain't trusted. Emma's patience, gun fully rusted. Every night police show up cause he's busted. Stripey's and non's permanently corrupted.
Yeah. Stripey chat shit, but he crumble in a minute. Acting like he's hard, but he ain't got fucking in it. Block list warrior, yeah, that's his whole gimmick. Stripey's a nonce and the whole world's seen it.
He's a YouTube bag with a scam in his pocket. Talking like a boss, but he ain't ever gonna rock it. Every time he speaks, man, I swear I wanna stop it. Stripey's a non, someone tell him just to drop it.
He ducks smoke fast like he's scared of his own shadow. Running from debates like he's sprinting through a meadow. Talking big online, but in person he's mellow. Stripey's a nonce.
Soft, weak and yellow. He block folks quick like he's guarding a treasure. But he ain't got shit, not a skill, not a measure. Every time he's pressed, he fold under pressure. Stripey's a nonce, man's a full-time refresher.
He preach like a prophet, but he ain't got a lesson. Trying to look wise, but he's failing every session. Talking like he's deep, but he's shallow in expression. Stripey's a nonce, that's the only real impression.
He flex online like he's built like a savage. But he ain't got heart, just excuses and baggage. Every confrontation, he vanished like magic. Stripey's a nonce, pathetic and tragic.
He call himself a mentor, but he ain't taught shit. Trying to look important, but he never commit. Running from the truth like he's scared to get hit. Stripey's a nonce every day, every bit.
He hide behind screens like a rat in a cupboard. Talking like a king, but he ain't even discovered. Every time he's challenged, he stutters and stutters. Stripey's a nonce, wrapped up in colors.
He brag real loud, but he never backs nothing. Acting like he's tough, but he ain't never done something. Trying to look fierce, but he ain't scaring no one. King Stripey's a nonce, man's frontin' and bluffing.
He say he's real, but he fake to the core. Talking like he's heavy, but he lightweight for sure. Every time he's needed, he's running for the door. Stripey's a nonce, that's the truth, nothing more.
He talk like he's wise, but he ain't got the brain. Trying to look deep, but he's shallow as rain. Acting like a legend, but he ain't in the frame. Stripey's a nonce, that's his whole damn name.
So keep him far from your fam, don't let him near shit. Don't trust him with your kids, he ain't built for that bit. He's a walking red flag, every vibe counterfeit. Stripey's a nonce.
And that's the end of it. Yeah. Stripey act tough, but he fold like a puppet. Hiding on his block list, man's a certified nonsense. Talking like a boss, but he never really run it. Trust him with your kids.
Now don't even try to front it.
He's a YouTube grifter with a bargain bin budget. Selling fake wisdom, only fools ever trust it. Every time he speaks, you can hear the lies gushing. Stripey ain't real, he's a knockoff nonce.
He ducks smoke quick when the pressure starts to dump it. Acting like a lion, but he squeak like a trumpet. Always disappearing when the truth try to pump it. Stripey ain't brave, he's a trembling nonsense.
He block folks fast like he guarding a summit. Claiming he's a leader, but he never really done it. Talking big game, but he never wanna run it. Stripey ain't built, he's a cardboard nonce.
He preach online like he's dropping some nugget, but every word's hollow, you can hear when he flub it. Trying to look wise, but he never quite plug it. Stripey ain't sharp, he's a blunt-edged nonce.
He flex on streams, but he never back up it. Acting like a king, but he never wore the cufflinks. Every time he's challenged, he vanished, poof, done quick. Stripey ain't strong, he's a runaway nonce.
He's a mentor who ain't meant to the subject. A guru who ain't got a single real project. A fighter who won't fight, he just dodge and deflect. Stripey ain't solid, he's a flimsy nonce. He hide behind screens like a cave where he tuck it. Talking like a warrior, but he never wanna chuck it. Every confrontation he sprint, yeah, he duck it. Stripey ain't bold, he's a quivering nonce.
He brag real loud, but he never quite up it. Claiming he's a giant, but he never once struck it. Trying to look tough, but he never can tough it. Stripey ain't fierce, he's a soft shell nonce.
He call himself real, but he never does prove it. Trying to play hero, but he don't know how to move it. Every time he's needed, he's gone. Poof, lose it.
Stripey ain't loyal, he's a runaway nonce.
He talks like he's wise, but he never quite cut it. Trying to be deep, but he never does gut it. Acting
from your fam. Don't let him interrupt it, don't let him near your kids. He ain't someone to trust with, he's a walking red flag. Every vibe straight suspect. Stripey ain't safe, he's a full-time nonsense. Yeah, Stripey ain't rare. He's a runaway nonsense. Listen up. Yeah. Listen up. Keep your eyes on the gate. There's a shadow in the pixel sealing his fate. Talking about honor, but he's playing a game. A digital ghost with a fucking tarnished name.
He's painting a picture, acting so sweet, but there's poison in the rhythm when you're walking the street.
Check the pedigree.
Yeah, see where he stands, taking the trust right out of your goddamn hands.
You wouldn't leave a fox in a room full of chicks, so why fall for the salesman and all his bullshit tricks?
Stripey's the name, but the colors don't fade. Just a hollowed out piece of shit in the mess that he's made.
He's preaching to the choir, grabbing the mic. But check the fucking history, tell me what it's like when the pressure gets heavy and the spotlight burns. He's taking the exits, he never quite learns.
Don't let your kids get caught in the maze.
He's lost in the static, he's a spineless haze. He hides
Behind a wall, calls it a block, running from the truth like a bitch while he's watching the clock.
keyboard warrior, brave behind glass, watching his hollowed out legacy pass.
He's a coward in the light, a poser in the dark, but he hasn't got the bite, he's just throwing a weak ass spark.
He's a YouTube grifter, chasing the views, selling you the salt while he's stealing the news. Every single click is a coin in the tin. He doesn't give a fuck about the state you're in.
Just keep the subs coming, keep the algorithm fed. He'd sell his own mother for a headline instead.
You're looking for a leader, someone to guide, but he's got nowhere left for his pathetic ego to hide.
If he can't handle heat, if he can't face the flame,
then why let him play with your family's name?
he's a glitch in the system, a bug in the code.
Walking down a shitty, treacherous road.
Lock up the nursery, watch who they see, cause a man with no spine ain't no mentor to me.
He's curated the comments, deleted the doubt. That's exactly what a bottom-feeding grifter is all about.
He's crafting an image, a mask made of lies, but the truth is right there in his dead, hollowed out eyes.
A coward doesn't fight, he just hits the button. Tells you that the beef is really just nothing, but we see the pattern, we see the design. He's crossing the borders, he's way over the line. Your kids deserve better, a real solid ground, not a man who's too terrified to make a fucking sound.
It's the grift of the century, low budget show, running from the people that he used to know. If he's so righteous, why hide from the screen? Why keep his circle so fucking curated and clean?
It's fear, it's a panic, it's deep in his bones, building up a castle out of imaginary bullshit stones.
Don't be a victim, don't be a pawn.
The night is too long and the damage is drawn.
He'll promise you heaven, he'll promise you gold, but it's just another story that's already been sold.
He's a master of nothing, a servant of spite, vanishing away like a coward at the end of the night.
So tell me, is it worth it, the clicks and the fame, when the price of the ticket is your family's shame?
Stripey's a ghost, he's a vapor adrift. Don't get caught in the current of his little piece of shit grift.
He's protecting his space, he's protecting his lies,
But the mirror's reflecting the truth in your goddamn eyes.
yeah, the chapter is closing, the feed is going dead. Take all the warnings and keep them in your head.
Trust is a currency, don't spend it on trash. Don't let a spineless coward go and turn it to ash.
Keep the kids shield, keep them away from the screen. Stripey, you made the worst fucking grifter that you've ever seen.